This is Kirk with Forex Strategy Secrets, and we are introducing the 15. This is a trading strategy. Now, what is the 15? The 15 is a trading strategy course that teaches you how to earn money in the currency market. So some of the benefits of the 15 are you can make pips daily. You have minimal drawdowns if you follow instructions. Large increases in your account monthly. Minimal risk. Learn how to start your trading day. Now, what to look for. This is something that we haven't had before on our other courses. Open up your chart, know exactly what to look for, how to proceed from there. And it should only take you seconds to determine which direction you should trade. So you know in seconds which way you should be trading a currency pair, whether it's with the trend or whether it's a counter trend. It won't take you long to determine which direction you're wanting to go. And simple steps for the trend trading, and simple steps for counter trend trading. But it's quick and easy to learn, and I'll point out some examples of that also, and determine quickly if the trade is fresh or not. So you know which direction, what to look for, and is it fresh if you follow the instruction and be patient. Even when you're using the 1 minute in the strategy, that is not where you need to spend your time. You need to spend your time on the 15 to make sure it's set up properly. Then after that, the 5 minute, is it set properly? The 1 minute is the last place you should be looking, because it'll go in and out of compliance while the others are not in compliance with the direction you're wanting to go. And there's a whole lot more in the strategy. So what I'm going to do right now is go to the charts and explain to you what we're talking about. Okay, here I have two vertical lines. The one that's the solid and it's yellow we'll talk about a little bit later. Is what I want to look at is for this dash dot line white as to what's looking at right now. Right here, if you are trading in the trend. Now this was a trend going up, and it went in a counter trend. It's going back in the trend again. Okay, there's the first signal telling you that it's going back in the trend. This is on a 15-minute time frame. Now, so what we're going to do is go to the 5 minute. I'm not going to point out exactly what everything is. That's in the course material. But you can see this is in the trend somewhat. It's almost a counter trend still. The 15 is in the trend. The 5 minute. Now this double line here, or two lines. The one on the right is where the 5 minute came in compliance. It was not in compliance for the first 10 minutes of that 15-minute bar, and then we go to the 1 minute. Notice it took another minute before it became into compliance, and when that happened, then the trade started moving, and it went up really nicely. Up to that point is like 40. This point is like 25 pips. So that's what happened on that pair right here. Now, let's go look and see what happened when it went into a counter trend trade. There's two areas that you can get signals to do the counter trend trade. Let's take a look and see what they look like. Right here, of course, is the better one. This one's a little bit late because it retraced and can start off again. But let's look at the 1 minute and see where it's said to go. The 1 minute right here, it only gave you about 8 or 10 pips before it was too late. Up here, it was really fresh, and they'll give you 30 pips on the counter trend trade. Now this is going up, going down, and now it's just going sideways right now. But you can see how accurate this is once you understand and know how to trade the system. You see that you can make pips daily. Right here, this is just in a few hours. This is just a little bit before our pip club started, about a half an hour before, and all the rest of it was during the pip club. Not just one currency pair. There were 4 or 5 pairs moving today, and you can have minimal drawdowns if you time your entry right. And if it does go against you, get out quickly, so you take small losses, and that's what creates the minimal risk. Now, learn how to start your trading day. Okay, what do you look for? You go to the 15 minute. That's the only thing I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what to look for. That's in the course. But you start off on the 15 minute. It'll tell you if it's in a trend, if it's a counter trend, or right here, no trend. It's just kind of going sideways on this particular currency pair. And it doesn't take long You can look at it and say, oh, that's a trend. Oh, that's a counter trend. Oh, that's going to go sideways. That's about how fast it can take place. And these are simple steps to follow. And it's quick and easy to learn. And I'll give you some examples of what has happened to some other traders. So you can determine quickly if a trade is fresh or not. That is a key factor. Fresh. If a trade is fresh, you have a chance of making some pips. Right here, here's two signals. They both said going counter trend. One is fresh, one is not. And you can see that when, example, the 1 minute's gone for a long time after it's crossed this moving average, then you say, well, right over here, it's been going for a long time. That tells you it's not fresh. This tells you it's not fresh. And so if you take something, beware that there are only going to be a few pips. It can be a good move, but it's not going to be a big move. And so that's how you determine, one way you determine how it's fresh or not. Now I want to show you something. Many of these trades can be brought to your attention. And here is the Norwood Strategy Scanner. We have 5 strategies set up here on the 15, 5, and 1 time frames. I have 2 of them checked. These are the 2 that I like in the beginning. After it gets going, then I'll, on specific currency pairs, for example, I may say, okay, this pound Aussie is moving, so I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to say, now I want to see this one, and then I click save. I don't want to click flush, or else it puts it on everything. I just want on this one currency pair. I click save. All of them have strategies on the 4 strategies, and this one has 5 because I'm looking specifically for something to happen on that one. So I click on it again, you can see that there was the check mark. So this is the dashboard. The other 2 that I have checked are saddles. I want you to become familiar with 4 bars and saddles. Once you understand that, you've got I don't know, a very high percentage, 75 to 80% of the strategy learned, with just understanding those 2 concepts. And so that's when I talked about simple and easy. It's right straightforward, and you have a tool that brings trades to your attention. Are every one of these trades good? No. That's why you have to know and determine whether it's fresh or not, and how many pips you may anticipate out of it. If it's not fresh, be getting heads up that 5-10 pips may be all you get out of it. If it's fresh, then you let the market tell you how much it's going to give you, and it could be 15, 20, 50 pips. We've even seen 100 pips on a 5 and 1 minute chart when you catch the fresh and when the market is moving. Okay, now here are a few things that others are saying about the 15. We have introduced this just a few weeks ago, and those that took advantage of it early on, and this is what they're saying already. The 2 examples I'm going to share with you were people who got involved with it last Wednesday or Thursday of last week. And this is what David G says. I just finished going through all the videos and I'm all set to start trading. The entire program is a work of art, and I'm excited to be on board. I can't tell you the amount of hours I spent every weekend trying to come up with a system that I can feel confident in to be able to trade profitably in the market. My search is over. This is definitely the train I've been waiting to board. You guys covered every base and I have no questions to ask. I'm ready to be a pipaholic, I guess that's a new word, and get drunk on some pips because I hate my job and I'm ready to transform my life. Thanks, guys. Okay, David sent me a picture of a trade that he took this morning, and I'm going to go back to the chart right now and show you where that trade was and what he was seeing. He's only had it for less than a week, and he's already up and running, seeing things, and he took a trade, and I'll share that with you right now. This is where the yellow line comes into play. This is the chart he was looking at, and this is the area where he took a trade. This is the 15-minute time frame. It was a good setup. He took this little blue area that you see highlighted here. That is where the trade took place. He took out 15 pips before he went to work. and he was able to see it. That was a 15-minute. This is a 5-minute. So he could have taken it on the 5-minute, and that was a good setup as well. And the 1-minute. The 1-minute, he didn't take the trade until down here someplace. That's where it showed that he'd entered the trade. And there's the 15 pips that he took out of the market. And that's how fast the trades can come to you. You see it, you analyze it, take it, and go on. And he's learned this in less than a week. And that's what people are telling us. And so I'm really excited about that part of it, that it doesn't take forever to learn how to do it. You can be up quickly and starting to be successful, and you can see the market in a totally different way. So you can see why David's so excited about it, because he's already up and running. Okay, this is what Martinell had to say. Many thanks for replying. This is the first real self-contained system that I've ever seen in my years of trading. It promises to be both life and trade success changing for me, literally. In the PIP Club, on my demo account only, that's where I would recommend you also start learning how to use it on a demo account. And he's getting the hang of it. Day 1, he had 1 loss. Day 2, he had 2 pips profit. Day 3, he's 21 pips profit. And so it doesn't take him long to catch on to what's going on. And that's so exciting to see those types of things happen. So this is a trading strategy that you can actually make pips doing. The traders that only have the 15 strategy course are actually making money. One of these traders has the course, but he's relatively only a couple of weeks into it before he bought the strategy. He's doing okay. The other person has had the 15 strategy only, and he's doing okay. The person that eventually gets the chance to study the whole course of the nth degree will then have a stronger foundation, but you can make pips right away. You don't need the course to make money using this. The course just helps to have a better understanding of the full market. Nth degree course helps you to have a better understanding of the in-depth of the market. So the traders that have our nth degree course and the 15 strategy course, of course, they're making a little bit more money over time once they understand the course. The 15 strategy is straightforward, easy to learn, specific trading setups to look for, step-by-step method of trading, no guessing as to what you need to do. And to get your copy of the 15 trading strategy course for only, now hang on, there's a couple of options here. First of all, you can buy the whole course for $500. And what you get is you get the complete course, and you get 2 months of the scanner. And if you would like, then you can also ask for some coaching if you want strategy coaching after you've had the course. Some people would want it, some people say they don't need it. Now we have the 2 options I'm talking about. You can pay $500 for, after 2 months, you only pay $50 a month for the Norwood Strategy Scanner. So that's the part that keeps on bringing you alerts. That's the part that has the indicators on it. The education is the course. The tools are the indicators you get with the Norwood Strategy Scanner. Here's the second option. This is the part that is new. You start paying $100 a month for the 15 course and the Norwood Strategy Scanner. Then you just continue to pay the $100. You'll never get the $50 unless you've paid the $500 in a lump sum. That's when you can get the $50 a month payment on the scanner with the indicators. So the $500 up front, then $50 a month for the Norwood Strategy Scanner, or $100 a month for the Norwood Strategy Scanner and the education, but that just continues on for as long as you pay the $100 a month. The only difference is the monthly payment for the Norwood Strategy Scanner, which has the indicators on it. If you don't make the payment, then you don't have the indicators. You may still have the course material, but it doesn't do you any good because you don't have the indicators to use it. It is a subscription product. If you want it lifetime, it's $2,000. But we figured more people would prefer to start at this level than at the $2,000 level. We want more people using it, not just a few select people that have some cash that they can put into their education. So you're really only paying $300 for the education. After the first 2 months, then the scanner only comes to $50 a month rather than $100 a month if you pay the $500. To get your copy of the 15 for the $500, here's the link. And here's the link for the $100 plan. So if you have any further questions, you can contact Jed or myself at Forex Strategy Secrets, and then you can get started actually making pips. There's one thing that I forgot to mention, and that is when you sign up, you're eligible to attend what we call a scanner forum. That's where a group of traders using this strategy can chat with one another and talk about the setups. And it's becoming very specific. Now, sometimes there's a lot of conversation, a lot of trades taking place. Other times, it's pretty quiet. If the market's quiet, the guys are usually not talking to one another. If it's really going, there's a lot of conversation. You can enter your input. In the beginning, you may want to just listen, and then you can get involved as you feel comfortable sharing what you're seeing. They share and how they share it. It's not a place to come and learn the strategy. That's what the course is for. It's a place to come and trade. And so be careful there not to say, well, what does this mean? What does that mean? Come to the PIP Club for that. At the end of the PIP Club, then we can answer those types of questions. So we also have the PIP Club 3 days a week that you can come to become familiar with at the 15. We'll see it in action, see how it's working, see how other people are calling things out, see how they're using it. So that is something we have as well. So we have the forum, which is 24/7, mostly 24/5. We have the PIP Club, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday during the U.S. session. And you'll have access to all of that.